Nope. So the Lions will be kicking off the start of this game. Casey, I think we may have an incorrect roster. There's the roster that was sent to us
For Sixth Ward?
Sixth Ward.
Meadow has won the toss.
Yeah, what makes you think that?
I heard a PA announcer just announce a couple of names, and I'm not sure.
Well, let me go next door and get a picture of their roster that they're using. I'll be right back, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get the correct roster. If we don't have them, we definitely want to make sure we shout out the correct individuals during this game. We're a minute or so away from the opening kickoff between Golden Meadow Lions and the Sixth Ward Blue Jays. Again, both teams are coming off a defeat from last week. And they're looking to rebound tonight and come away to victory. Expect a good middle school football game. In case you can check rosters.
I got a new Sixth Ward roster. I don't know where the differences may lie. We'll try to compare.
Yeah, and Coach Brunet's one of his keys to victory is control the line of scrimmage. So his boys will have to be up to the task and use their size against Sixth Ward's quickness up on the line of scrimmage.
B, I got to tell you, I'm a couple of numbers in, and they're all the same.
All right, the Blue Jays will send.
Yeah, I think you about got it, though.
Mayan Adams deep to receive the kickoff.
Number 4, Mayan Adams.
From Ahmad Taylor.
Kicking off for Golden Meadow.
Let's have some fun.
For the Lions.
Number 6.
Evenly matched teams here today.
Judah Boggs.
Also back for the Blue Jays.
Correction, Ahmad Taylor.
Looks like 12, Bryce Roulette. And we're on the way. It's an onside kick to start the game. Who's going to fall on it? The Blue Jays had it. The ball was loose. Lions City have it.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. Number 11 for Golden Meadow, Ray Schrodrig got the football.
So surprise onside kick to start this game, and Golden Meadow will be taking over at the Blue Jay 43-yard line.
About Derek Brunet breaking out his best Sean Payton. One thing that's note though, we're gonna. There's an error. They put 6-minute quarters. That should be 8, unless if the coaches agree to something that we're not aware of.
Johnny Lee quarterbacking for Golden Meadow Lions. Split back, man in motion. The ball's going to be given to the up back. That's number 44. Fighting for yardage. That's Gunnar Felleries. Picks up a nice gain on first down.
Meadow getting a nice push on first down. Big boys on the up front. See Wyatt Gaspar, my boy S.J. Bourre, 75 as well. Casey Roman.
Lions will be playing a second down at about 3. Receiver split out to the near side of the field for Lions. Split back to the wing. Hard count, doesn't draw them offside. Ball's given to Felleries. He's down, picking up the first down. Inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Lions will be playing a 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 27-yard line.
Well, it's a new day, Brian. They're not facing the Raceland front tonight.
Yeah.
Raceland they were trying to run some of these plays against the Cubs, just couldn't get any push. But right now, the Golden Meadow offensive line is getting a big old push.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Receiver out to the near side of the field. Ball's before, pre-snap. Ball was given to Felleries, but we'll have a penalty. Looks like someone may have lined up offsides. Officials will talk about how the call, and it is offsides on the Blue Jays. That'll put the Lions 5 yards closer.
It's a rough start. You turn it over on the opening kickoff, kind of getting punched in the mouth defensively, and now have a pre-snap penalty.
Ray Schrodrig checks out the game for the Lions. Lions will be playing about a 1st and 5 at the Blue Jay 22-yard line. Same formation, wide out to the right. Ball is snapped, given No, it's a counter. Bootleg. Bootleg left lead. He's at the 20, 15, trying to get down to the 10. Makes a move. Falls forward to the 5-yard line.
First down
For the
Lions.
For the Lions, we'll be playing a first and
Taken
goal.
down by number 9.
had me fooled.
Of the Blue
They're
Jays.
going to mark that he stepped out of the 6-yard line.
It was a great fake by Johnny Lee. He had me fooled working the camera up here, and boy, he just got up the field in a blur. And at the 6-yard line, first and goal.
Faked it to Felleris on the inside. He just bootlegged to his left and picked up good yardage for the Lions. No. Full house backfield. Lee gets a snap. He'll give it to Felleris. He's down to the 5, to the 3. Pushing forward, falls down about the 1.5 yard line. See where they're going to mark him down. But it'll be a second and goal for the Lions. They'll spot him about the 2.
Good block by Wyatt Gaspar that time. Really the whole Golden Meadow front right now doing a great job. They're moving the guy in front of them.
Lions getting a big push up front.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Second and goal. Lions break the huddle.
Big 74 Drake Terrebonne also getting a push in the middle. He's the Golden Meadow center.
Split backs. Receive out wide to the right. Ball was snapped, but he given to the second guy. That's Golday. He falls down. Ball comes out. Let's see if they blew the whistle, play dead or not. Blue Jays saying they have the ball.
The officials disagree. They're ruling him down.
And he'll be marked down. Actually lost a yard on the play.
28 on the carry for the Lions.
Ooh, Golden Meadow caught a break there because number 4 for 6th Ward, that's our guy Adams. He was pulling at the ball and he pulled it out, but it was apparently after forward progress it stopped.
High backfield for the Lions. Receive out wide to the left. Lee gets the snap, gives it to the second guy. That's Golday. Makes a move. Makes one man miss in the backfield. He'll carry the ball down to the 1. Lions with tough situation here. They're going to be playing and goal from the 1-yard line.
Lions play 4th and goal from the 2.
Look, you're Golden Meadow. You got shut out in week 1. You get the ball and you drive all the way to the 1. Boy, you got to punch it in right here. You got to get that one last little surge and drive forward into the end zone. This is a big play right here.
See if they give it to Felleris or just quarterback keep. Split backs, wing to the left. Receive out to the right. Lee gets the snap. He's going to bootleg to his left, trying to get to the corner. He turns it. He does. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
Nice job by Johnny Lee for the Lions. Bootleg to the left and beat the defense to the corner.
Great call by Coach Derek Brunet. They were not having much luck in the middle, so go outside, use Johnny Lee's legs, get some speed. First touchdown of the season for Golden Meadow.
Good job by the Lions taking advantage of the onside kick, moving downfield for the 6 points. Lions will line up for 2. Full house backfield. Everyone's in tight. Lee gets a snap. He'll give it to Golday. Golday tries to get it. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The 2-point conversion is no good. So we have 1:47 left to go in the first quarter on the play clock. We're not sure if that's the right time.
I think it's going to be 3:47.
We'll see if they adjust it or not. But we'll go ahead and we'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to middle school football right here on KLEB. And welcome back. Blue Jays just tried a little pooch kick. Excuse me, the Lions just tried a pooch kick. They're not going to kick the ball to Adams at all. Blue Jays fall on the ball. They'll be playing a 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Blue Jays playing 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard
we saw
line.
from watching 6th Ward against LCO, it's going to be a heavy dose of number 4. And Brian, we even saw in the pregame, they were lining him up at quarterback at times. So we might see him get the ball even a little more tonight. It looks like he'll start the game at quarterback here.
Evan Murillo, quarterback in the Blue Jays. He's in the shotgun. Adams to his right. Got twins to the wide side.
Hey.
And we'll get movement. Lions come across the line of scrimmage early. That'll be offsides on the Lions, which will move the Blue Jays up 5 yards. They'll be playing a 1st and 5.
That's why coaches have gray hair.
So I shouldn't have gray hair?
That's why you're salt and pepper, my man.
Lions.
Murillo back in the gun. 2 receivers out to the right. Adams in the backfield. The ball we will be giving to Adams. He breaks a tackle. Trying to break a second tackle. He won't get to the outside. He ends up losing 4 yards on the play. Nice job out of Golden Meadow Middle School defensive front.
I think Golden Meadow watched the LCO game on Bayou Sports. They knew exactly where that ball was going. Good job by Jacques Billiot not letting Adams get free.
Blue Jays will be playing a 2nd and 14 from their own 36-yard line. They break the huddle. We're going to have receivers, 2 receivers out to the short side of the field, which is to the left. Murillo in the gun. Adams alone back. Murillo gets a snap. He'll try and run it to the outside. Breaks 1 tackle on the backfield, trying to advance the ball up the field. He'll gain about 1 yard on the play.
Out of bounds. On the left side for a 1 yard gain.
Bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Blue Jays.
Look, we talked about this during the LCO scrimmage and also during the game against Racing. We think Golden Meadow's defense is really good. They just have to be off the field more. And when your offense goes down the field and scores, that helps get that momentum for that defense. Boy, how big would it be to get a 3 and out right here?
Big 3rd down play. Blue Jays break the huddle. Murillo is in the gun. Receivers 2 to the left side. Ball snap. Murillo gets the ball. He's scrambling. He's going to run to the right side. He's trying to get the 40. He's corralled at the 40. He's going to be short of the 1st down. He'll be down at about the 44-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Stopped by number 54, Wyatt Gaspard.
Field tackle by Wyatt Gaspard. The officials say that's the end of the 1st quarter. That was a 6-minute quarter.
That'll be the end of the 1st quarter.
I think that they should.
Blue Jays 0.
I think that they should add 2 minutes to that. And look, they just started to 6 minutes again. You might be playing a 24-minute game today, Bubba.
I'm not sure. 6 minutes.
When we talk often about how the 32-minute games go by quick, a 24-minute game would be a blur. And I think that's exactly what 6 Ward's coach is asking right now. Hey, what the heck's going on?
Well, what they should do is put 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yes. 2 minutes on the 1st quarter clock is what needs to happen. Yeah, we don't think the 1st quarter is actually going to end up being over. I think that maybe just a little miscommunication with the folks working the clock.
Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors again. Danos, join the team. Apply now at www.danos.com. Industrial power systems for all your engine and generator needs. Riley John's Blue Boot Foundation, driving awareness to childhood drowning, make a difference. And the Bless Your Heart Foundation. Together, we can enrich lives and inspire hope.
Looks like what's going to happen, Brian, is they're going to just say, hey, the 1st quarter was a wash, and it looks like they're going to just play 8 minutes from there. Because they've already flipped the field, and they've got 8 on the clock. So, play a 30-minute game today.
That'll work.
It's 30 minutes for both teams.
Blue Jays playing about a 4th and 6.
It's a big play.
43-yard line. You're going to come out in the I formation this time. One receiver out wide to the left. That's Roulette and Adams in the I backfield for the Blue Jays. Murillo under center. Gets a snap. Going to roll to his right. Looks past the ball. Wide open receiver. Catches the ball. He's down at the 40. Steps out of the Golden Meadow 37-yard line. That's number 24.
One call knocked out of bounds by number 3, Jacques Billiard.
On the reception.
Blue Jays
We
play
never
first and
saw
10
6-yard half
from the line,
last week.
37-yard
To
line.
throw the football there. They had a little time for Murillo and they made a big play.
Blue Jays going in and hurry up offense. I backfield once again. Ball snap. Murillo. He drops the ball. Fumbles. Falling down. Number 21 for Golden Meadow had it. And he does come up with the ball. That is Byron Bruce on the recovery for the Lions.
It looked like when Murillo stretched the ball out to hand it off that he just kind of lost it. And Byron Bruce had great penetration, fell right on the football. Second turnover of the game forced by Golden Meadow. And boy, a golden opportunity to add to their lead with great field position again.
Lions get the ball at the 46-yard line. Playing a first and 10. We just started the second period. Lions are up 6-0. Johnny Lee brings his team up to the line. Receiver out wide to the right. Split backs. Man in motion. Ball's given to 44 Felleries up the middle. Maybe gets the ball. Tough running up there on the left side.
Brought down by number 4.
Actually, probably Markham looks like for no gain. Odo give him a yard.
You know, we talk a lot about Samine Adams on offense.
No gain on the play.
He's pretty damn good on defense, too. He just made a very nice open field tackle there. And look, credit the 6-yard defense. They got bullied a little bit in the first 4 or 5 snaps of the game, but since then, the middle of that defense has been very good.
2nd and 9 for the Lions at the 47-yard line. Split backs, man in motion. Ball's given to the guy in motion. That's one Dewey.
Fell down.
Number 1, Tristan Dewey on the carry for the Lions.
Actually lose about 5 yards. Lions will be facing a
Loss of 4
big
on the play.
third down.
3rd and 13.
And 13 at about their 42-yard line.
We talked about this with Golden Meadow. We've now had 3 of their games. This is not a 3rd and 13 team. They can't get behind the chains, and that little slip there was very costly.
Let's see if the Lions will put the ball in the air coming up this play, facing a 3rd and 13. 6:25 and counting, second period. Receiver out to the left, split back, man in motion. Leaves in a roll to his right, looking for a receiver, finds no one. He's going to tug the ball run. He's at midfield, makes a cut, down to the inside the 45. Very close to the first down. Looks like he'll pick up the first down.
By number 14.
Nice job by Johnny Lee on the rollout. Did not find a receiver. Just tugged the ball and ran and picked up the first down for the Lions.
So we told you that in the racing game. Johnny Lee's not going to be afraid of anything. He's tough as nails there. He just lowered his shoulder, found the sticks, got across the sticks, and got a big first down for his team.
Lions playing a 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 43-yard line. 6:09 to go in the second period. Lions up 6-0. Lions break the huddle. Shotgun set. Yep. That's Golden in the backfield. We get the snap, cuts to the outside, gets down to the 40. Runs down inside the line, about the 38-yard line. So Wildcat formation. Ball snap directly to Golden.
22, Evan Murillo.
He gets the ball and picks up positive yards.
Good run by
for the Lions. Brings up about a 2nd and 5.
Good little push on the right side of the offensive line, and the receivers were out there blocking as well. Good job all around. And this is more of what Derek Brunet wants. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
Coach Brunet going to his bag of tricks.
It's like they're maybe staying with it here too.
We'll have a whistle, and referee will stop play. Oh, clock has malfunctioned. Looks like it may have unplugged upstairs.
The Last time that I saw it rolling, it was like 5:40 or so in the opening half. And then it just went Betty by.
Not sure if it unplugged. They're asking to put more time on the clock, but you can't put time on the clock if it's not working.
See, got them on the phone.
That's what happens when it either loses power or if it's turned off. Something tripped the clock, the power going to the clock and came back on. And looks they may just keep the time on the field.
The people who are going to be watching on the internet are going to not be pleased by that because we're not going to be able to tell them the time. In the comments, they're always saying, tell us how much time's left. Well, looks like we might not know how much time's left for the rest of the game.
Both teams are getting to the line of scrimmage like they wanted to run a play, but they'll bring them back to their sidelines and see if they can get this clock issue worked out.
We had this issue down the bayou a couple weeks ago, and what they had to do is they had to get someone to work the clock closer to the board. I don't know if that's the issue.
I think happened. They weren't using the electricity. They were on battery.
The battery may have.
The battery died. I see them trying to plug it in.
Boy, do we know about batteries dying. That was us at St. Edmund in the opening week of the season.
They can just go ahead and plug it in.
Oh, yes, it did, Truck. Yeah. Yes, it did. That was not an experience that I care to relive again.
Yeah, they on the phone trying to figure out what's going on, calling someone that knows about the clock. And
unfortunate, it kills Golden Meadow's momentum a little bit, man.
Plug the power in, that may be the problem if the battery died. If not,
you're an athletic director in Lafourche. Go ahead. No, wait, never mind.
No. Yeah. That's how they work.
So we're completely hands off today.
See Coach Derek Zush in the stands. He can go fix it. I'm sure he's dealt with many clocks in his career.
I'm sure he's excited for October, November. It's getting close to Derek Zush time of the year.
And it just may be a wireless problem where it's not getting the signal. But regardless, we're going to play some football. They'll keep the time on the field. And in the meantime, they're going to continue working on the clock.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. The time will be kept on the field. We have 5:56 remaining in the half.
5:56.
5:56.
All right, we're going to need Truck's help here.
Blue Jays playing a second and the Lions playing a 2nd and 5. That's Gore in the Wildcat. Ball snapped him. It's going to be fake. He's going to keep the ball on the right side. Turns up the field. It's going to be inside the 35-yard line, close to the first down. I think he may have it.
Number 33, Blake Gore on the carry for the Lions.
Yep, he does.
They faked the ball to Taylor coming in motion.
Good enough for a Lion first down.
Gore kept the ball on the right side, picking up the first down. So Lions will be playing a 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 33-yard line.
This is just the polar opposite of the game against Raceland, where Golden Meadow was not able to get any surge up front. Tonight they're moving them, and they're doing an excellent job getting their running game going.
Lions come to the line of scrimmage, same formation. We go to a quarterback in the gun. Receivers out wide right. That's Taylor. He's in motion. The ball's going to be given to Taylor on the inside. He's trying to get to the outside. He does. He's at the 35 to 30. Down inside the 25.
Number 6 on the carry.
Right outside the 25-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by number 4.
A nice gain on first down for the Lions. That'll bring up a 2nd and about 1 for the Lions. Last play, had Taylor coming in motion. Like kept him right this time. He came in motion and gave it to him for positive yardage.
I don't remember this kid, Ahmad Taylor, last year. He listed as an 8th grader. I don't remember him last year. I remember Damien St. Pierre telling me that there's a transfer student or something that landed a Golden Medal. That might be him.
2nd and 2 from the 25-yard line. Got a bunch right formation, single back. Lee's going to roll to his right. Look at the pass. No one there. He's at the 25. Trying to get to the outside. He will not. He'll be corralled, but he breaks a tackle, pushes forward ahead to the 20-yard line.
Johnny Lee on the carry for the Lions, brought down by
number 22. First down for the Lions. Looked like Lee was going to be stopped short, but he kept running. His momentum.
That'll be another first down, Lions.
He actually got down to the 21-yard line. So the Lions will be playing a 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 21-yard line with about 4.5 minutes or so left to go in this second period. The Lions up 6-0 on the Blue Jays.
You just hope that the good Lord gives Johnny Lee a little more height. This boy, he's got the heart and he's got the want. He's just a little small right now, but he's only in the 7th grade. We hope we could grow a little bit more.
Lee's under center. Receivers out to the left and right. Ball will be given to the back. He gets to the outside. He's at the 15, the 10, goes inside the 5. He will score touchdown. That is for another Lion touchdown. For the Lion touchdown, which will bring our score 12-0 in favor of the Golden Medal Lions. Lions will be lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Left side of the offensive line, my little baby cousin, S.J. Bourret, amongst the guys that opened up a big old hole that time. Also 74, Drake Terrebonne, Kason Ormond, amongst others. Great job by the Golden Medal offensive front.
Lions going to go for 2, which we don't see many kicking at the middle school level, if any.
Yes, they don't tell that to E.D. White.
Lee under center.
But also big number 40, Jason Baca on that line.
To the left, 2 backs in tight ball. Lee gets to the outside on a bootleg, trying to get to the corner. He does, scores. Conversion good for Lions, which will bring our score. Golden Medal 14. 6 Ward, Blue Jays 0. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break. You're listening to middle school football right here on KLEB. Coverage of middle school football. Brian Conley here with Casey Gisclair. Lions just scored. They're lining up to kick off. That is Taylor that will be kicking off for the Lions. A little push kick down the field. Adams will get the ball. He picks it up at the 26-yard line, trying to get to the outside. He'll be corralled, breaks the tackle, pushing forward to the 35, still moving. Gets forward to about the 37-yard line.
Number 25, Peyton Chessel, and the rest of the Lions.
Nice return.
Mike up there, Bubba.
Nice return by Adams. I turned all kinds of buttons on here.
Yeah, I got you covered. You turned the wrong knob by accident. We got you now.
Blue Jays will be playing a 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Want to thank Mr. Hennessy Mellison, by the way. He sent me a note during the commercial break. Ahmad Taylor for Golden Meadow is a transfer student from Indiana.
Murillo under center, eye backfield for the Blue Jays. Receiver out wide left. Murillo going over to play with Adams. Murillo gets the snap. He's going to pitch to Adams. Adams gets to the outside.
Meadow
He's at
toss to
35,
Adams.
cuts inside, breaks a tackle down to the 40, breaks another tackle, falls forward.
Picks
to
up 7. He's brought down by number 1,
38-yard
Tristan
line,
Bowie.
which will bring up a second down for the Blue Jays.
Wonder how much time we got left in the half. It can't be a whole lot. Golden Meadow was doing a lot of inside runs and staying in bounds.
Blue Jays actually will pick up yardage into the 39, the 44-yard line. They'll be playing.
Well, thank you, Truck.
They'll be playing a 2nd and 4. Clock is running in the second period. Lines up 14-0.
Just more than 3 minutes.
High backfield. Receiver out to the left. Murillo gets the snap, gives it to Adams. Adams going to get to the outside, breaks the tackle. He's short at midfield, trying to get to midfield.
Adams
A late flag coming in. The Blue Jay coaching staff was arguing for a face mask.
Flag on the plate.
Whitecap official threw the flag.
Yeah, they got him.
We'll have a face mask called on the Lions. Adams picked up enough yardage for the first down that they'll tack on 15 more with the personal foul of grabbing
We'll do
the
a
face
personal
mask.
foul. Face mask on the Lions.
Definitely a good call by the officials. They
Blue
got him by
Jays
the
pick up
mask
a cheap
that
15
time.
yards.
That's the impressive thing about Adams, man, is it's not all elusiveness. He does run with some power, keeps his legs moving. He's tough to bring down.
So they're going to mark the ball all the way in Lion territory at the Lion 37-yard line. Blue Jays coming to the huddle. The clock is running. Murillo's going to bring his team up to the line of scrimmage. High backfield. Receive out to the right. Murillo drops to the outside, trying to bootleg, trying to get to the
Murillo want to keep around right
pick up
side.
a couple yards before stepping out of bounds
3-yard
at
pickup.
about the 34-yard line.
See, this is real tough. You know, it's hard to run like a 2-minute drill or a hurry-up offense, even at the high school level when the clock is on. Much less at the middle school level where the clock is off. I mean, it's going to be a real challenge here for Sixth Ward.
Clock should be stopped. He stepped out of bounds. 2nd and about 6 for the Blue Jays at the Lion 34-yard line.
And remember, Golden Meadow getting the ball to start the second half makes this drive even more important for Sixth Ward right here.
Blue Jays have trouble lining up. That's Roulette, not sure where to go. They're going to split him out wide. We got trips, left formation. And the Blue Jays will call a timeout. Casey will keep it here.
Timeout, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays were a little confused. That was Roulette. Not sure where to line up, so the coaching staff of the Blue Jays will call a timeout.
Yeah.
And we're somewhere around 3 minutes or so left to go in the second period. Lions are up 12-0 on the Blue Jays. But Blue Jays have something going. They're driving, and we'll see. They got 2 timeouts left. Coach Brunet is trying to get the officials' attention. I'm not sure what he's asking. Well, he's talking about the linemen are coming up for the Blue Jays, and he doesn't think they're set. They're kind of bobbing up and down in their stance, and he wants a procedure called on them. So he's just making them aware of that situation. Blue Jays. I seen them do that yesterday when they were taking a knee.
Yeah, we do what we want when we're up 30 at the end of a game. It's a lovely feeling.
Yeah, you feel it now. Blue Jays coming to the line of scrimmage in a shotgun formation. Receiver in motion. Ball's going to be given to the receiver. Number 12, he's trying to get to the outside. He'll lose.
Nothing.
He'll lose a good bit of yardage.
Roulette.
That was Roulette in motion. They tried to pitch it to him, and
brought down by
he gets
number
nowhere.
28, John
Tristan
Allen.
Dewey,
Number
Byron
29,
Bruce.
Byron Bruce.
Jiren Allen.
So the Blue Jays will be playing a 3rd and long here in the second period, all the way back to the 43-yard line.
And that clock is running. Don't know exactly where it is, but it's running.
They'll break the huddle. Murillo in the gun. 2 receivers out wide right. Murillo gets the snap. He'll drop back. Under pressure from the lines. He breaks the tackle. He's going to try and get it outside the middle. He gets the 40, 35.
Breaks free up the middle for a 10-yard
Short of
gain.
the first down, which will bring a fourth down.
Stop short of the line of game by number 8, Mario Circle.
Blue Jays will be facing a fourth down.
Another Blue Jays timeout.
And about 2 after this timeout.
You got to figure we're inside of 2 minutes right now, maybe even inside of 1 minute.
And he's about a 4th and 2. Oh, 1.5. I didn't know what you were doing. I thought a plane was coming in. You were trying to land a plane. That looked like 5.
We're not good at sign language up here, apparently.
So the Blue Jays are playing a 4th and 1.5. It is 1.5 yards. When we get back out of this timeout. Big play here for the Golden Meadow Lions. If they can stop the Blue Jays from picking up that first down and end this drive.
You got to block the middle. You got to block Drake Terrebonne. You got to block Case and Armand. Those big boys in the middle got to get a push.
We saw Wildcat formation in pregame with Adams, but they're not lining up that way. They're going to – looks like they're going with trips to the right, the short side of the field. They in the gun. Murillo trying to draw them off sides. Lions do not move. Ball is snapped. Murillo's going to shuffle it out to the receiver. Roulette gets to the 30.
Shuffle pass from Murillo to
short
number
of the
12,
first
Bryce
down.
Roulette.
Here, depends on the
Fourth
spot.
downs by number 3, Jacques Billiard.
It's very close. Truck says they got it.
Yeah,
and
easily.
they do.
Yeah, based on the
First
spot,
down,
easily.
Blue Jays.
Murillo got the ball, and he just shuffled the ball to the right to Roulette. And Roulette broke a tackle in the backfield, actually picked up the first down. Out of bounds, which should stop the clock. And it does. So Blue Jays will have the ball at the line, 28-yard line. Murillo under center, eye backfield, receiver out left. Murillo gets the ball. He's going to hand it to Adams. Adams breaks the tackle in the middle. He's at the 25-yard line. Gets to the outside, turns to the 20, the 15,
around the left side
10.
for a
Can he tackle
10-yard
him?
gain.
Do at about the
First
6-yard
down
line.
by number 6,
Adams
Lamar
picks
Taylor.
up a big gain.
And number 1,
Gets out of
Tristan
bounds,
Dewey.
stops the clock at about the 6-yard line.
Look, with Adams, you got to understand he's trying to bounce everything to the outside.
From the 6-yard
and
line.
you can't let him get outside, right? Golden Meadow's done a great job throughout the game of not letting him get outside, but that time they took a couple of bad
they
angles.
did a decent job, bad angles and missed tackles. Allowed them to get it outside. Blue Jays playing a 1st and goal at the line, 6-yard line. Trips to the right. One receiver out to the left. Murillo in the gun. No, he's under center. Under gun. Ball's loose! Lions fall on it.
Yeah. Another turnover.
Miscommunication in the backfield. Murillo was under the gun,
Mix
in the
up in the
gun.
backfield again by
Tried
the
to give
Blue
it to
Jays.
Adams. It was on his hip. Dropped the ball. Lions fall
He
on it to
fumbled the
stop the
ball. He
drive.
was recovered by
So the
number
Lions
20,
will
Harris Doucette
get possession
Jr.
of the ball at their own 10-yard
Lions
line.
take over 1st and 10 with
Trying
seconds
to
remaining in the
run
half.
this time out in the second quarter.
Jiren Allen recovers the football. Boy, that's a big, big turnover for 6th ward. You don't figure Golden Meadow's going to have a whole lot of time to do much here, but they're going to be able to keep that momentum going into halftime for sure.
Lions come out the huddle. Receiver spread out wide, left and right. Lee in the gun. Man in motion. Ball's going to be given to him. He gets to the outside. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Number 1, Tristan Dewey around the right
Tristan
side.
Dewey.
Ran out of bounds by number 22, Evan Murillo.
Let me ask you
The
this.
ball, and that'll stop the clock. Go ahead, sir.
We think there's probably about a minute left in the half. Were you a little surprised to see Golden Meadow in the gun right there?
Actually, it was about 28 seconds before they took that snap. I was surprised that he come just take a knee and get out this half.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see him in the shotgun
They're
right there.
trying to get more. Lions come to the line of scrimmage. Lee in the gun. Receivers out wide, doubles on each side. Man in motion. Lee gets the ball. He'll give it to the guy that's in motion. He turns it up. He's at the 15, trying to get to the outside at 20.
Lee hands off to number 33, Blake Bode.
Inbounds, but he picks up a first. That'll stop the clock for a second.
Brought down by the number 20 of the Blue Jays, Carter False.
Not sure who was on the carry.
$25 seconds for the Lions.
He was tackled inbounds.
Well, then this may be the last play of the half. They've just spent a long time in the huddle.
Lions are in no hurry to run this play. They may get it off. Lee in the gun, man in motion. Crisscross in the backfield. That's Dewey trying to get to the outside. He'll get there. 30-yard line. He'll be tackled right there at the 30-yard line, which would be the first half. And no word from the official yet. The clock is stopped.
Well, they're not telling them to go to their lockers.
Lions will be playing a second down in a 4 or second and 3 from their own 30-yard line. We have to be under 20 seconds. Lions come to the line of scrimmage. 8 seconds. Lee under center. Trips to the right. Taylor in motion. Ball be given to Taylor. Trying to get to the outsides of the 30, the 35. Can he get a block? The 40. He gets one block. Can he stay in bounds? He does. Who's going to catch him? No one. He's at the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Lions. So much for taking a knee to end the half. Derek Brune comes out running the football on some wide runs. Pays off for his team. Taylor gets a huge run for the Lions to increase their lead.
That's why he's down there coaching and we're up here talking about it. We thought that they were maybe being a little over-aggressive, having the ball at the 10-yard line inside of a minute, but boy, they go the 90 yards. That play had to have taken 8 seconds. We'd have to think that was the last play of the half. But boy, what a run from Taylor.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lions, that'll be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah. So that'll boy, I don't think 6 Sword would be wise taking this on the kickoff. There's not going to be a kickoff. I would take this on the conversion drive. The kickoff is going to be to start the next half.
Well, we'll see what they're going to do here. I think they'll take it on the kickoff. He pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, it is on Golden Meadow.
Ball be marked at the 3. Lions are up 20-0. We believe that was the last play of the first half. They'll get a 2-point conversion.
Coach Brune's got to be thrilled with the way he said in the pregame interview, got to control the line of scrimmage, got to be thrilled with the way his team has done that today. Chance for a little icing on the cake right here. Take a little 2-point conversion into the half.
When Taylor had a nice run, when he got to the outside, he used every bit of that field. Almost stepped out of bounds and showed some speed once he turned that corner. Lions going for 2. Johnny Lee, that quarterback looks like it'll be a full house. Nope. Got to split back. Wing to the left, that's Dewey. Dewey's in motion. Lee will bootleg to the left, try to get outside. He does for the 2-point conversion. Good. That brings our score. Golden Meadow, Middle School Lions 22. The 6 Ward Blue Jays 0. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Again, our score is Golden Meadow 22, 6 Ward 0. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break. Luke, we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Middle School Football on KLAB.
Great news, home of businesses. We're here. We are Rev, a telecommunications provider with powerful solutions and unmatched local support. We've been bringing Louisiana people, businesses, and culture together for 85 years. Our fiber network delivers superior internet, phone, and security. It's big business technology with small business personal service. For a limited time, get up to $300 off business services. Call or visit us today at letsrev.biz.
And welcome back to Pivotal High School. Ron Collins here with Casey just bringing you some middle school football action between Golden Meadow Lions and the 6th Ward Blue Jays. We're here at halftime where the Golden Meadow Lions are winning 20-0 over 6th Ward Blue Jays. Okay, so we've seen some explosive plays from the Lions, some tough defense from the defensive front from the Lions, not allowing Samayan Adams to get started. They're corralling him pretty well up front. And again, we thought the Lions would go ahead and again, we didn't know how much time they had left, but we were just saying that why not just take a knee? You back deep in your own territory.
Getting the ball to start the third quarter.
But Coach Brunet comes out in the gun, aggressive, not so much aggressive throwing the ball, but his play calls, them little forward passes, I guess it would be called, a little forward pass out the backfield, getting it to his playmakers, and they made him look like a genius out there with them play calls because he got to the outside and he showed some speed and some awareness of where he was at on the field to stay in bounds.
He didn't throw a screen pass in his own end zone, did he?
Okay. You know, sometimes one call will haunt you the rest of your life.
That's going to be the one, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
That along with waking up and getting pizza.
Yes. All nonsense between us aside. Golden Meadow made the decision to be fairly aggressive, and it worked. They got the ball to their playmaker, Taylor, in space. And he made special things happen with the football, like he's going to do throughout the course of the season. And it's crazy. We talked a little bit in the pregame about, Golden Meadow's got to corral Adams and Golden Meadow's got to slow down Adams. Well, it's actually Golden Meadow's playmakers, be it Johnny Lee, be it Taylor, be it whomever that have touched the ball. They're the ones that are doing the most damage. And now if you're Golden Meadow, you're sitting in the catbird seat. You're up 22-0. You're getting the ball to start the third quarter. So your next drive, going in, we don't even need a score. Like if we just hold the ball for 4 or 5 minutes and then then punt it away or whatever, that's okay. So the clock is firmly their friend, and Derek Brunet said it in the pregame, and he was 100% spot on. He said we've got to win up front, and they're winning up front on both the offense and the defensive lines right now, and that's been the difference in the game.
And talk about the Lion defense coming up with some big turnovers, taking advantage of miscues by the Blue Jays, just kind of unforced errors from the Blue Jays where kind of mix-ups in the backfield on handoff situations. And the Lions are right there to fall on the ball, stopping a big drive one time from the Blue Jays inside the red zone, and they did a good job of falling on that ball and taking momentum away from the Blue Jays. And it's going to be key here if the Lions can come out. Now they're 22-point lead. If they can come out here, like you just mentioned, control the clock, and the Lions should be in good shape as long as they don't turn the ball over. You can't have any turnovers to give the Blue Jays a short field.
Well, you talk about momentum swings. Six yards driving inside of the 10-yard line before half. It's 14-0. If they punch one there, as BJ likes to say, BJ Young, if they punch one there and score, get the two, you're going to half, it's 14-8. Instead, you turn it over, they go 90 yards, and instead it's 22-0, and the whole complexion of the game feels completely different. I think we're going to look back at those two turnovers from the Blue Jays and just say, hey, man, those are some plays that were too difficult for them to overcome tonight. And you're right, for Golden Meadow to let them back in the game, it's going to take a turnover. It's going to take something that gives a short field to Sixth Ward because, simply put, I just don't know there's going to be enough time left in the game for them to get the 3 possessions to score without them getting an easy one.
Yeah, and what hurt also, I mean, 6-minute first quarter that coaches really didn't realize. Truck had to let them know. But I guess once the quarter was done, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
It's over. You can't. I don't think you can add time on the clock after the fact. But regardless, I mean, we played a 6-minute first quarter. Both teams were on the field. So it is what it is. And now they got that corrected. But, Luke, we'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break. And when we get back, we're going to have the second half of middle school football between the Golden Meadow Lions and the Sixth Ward Blue Jays. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Bourgeois Meat Market, our slogan is Miracles in Meat since 1891. To be in business over 130 years, the most important thing is to have a quality product. The next most important thing is customer service. Our old meat market is in Schriever, Louisiana, and we're really proud to be opening up our brand new store in Gray, Louisiana. We have Rev at both locations now. So all these new scales and our POS system runs on technology, and we need Rev to make that happen for us. I highly recommend Rev Business.
Kind of a little flag again to I need to.
I think your mic's good. I think we got to maybe turn your headphones down. Or you think you're too loud or too soft?
Too low.
Too low?
There we go. Like that, low, a little bit.
I think your mic was good. I think your headphones were too low.
We got a new system here. We're still working some kinks out.
One wire short. Only Damian St. Pierre, Nick Hebert, Richard Mott, and a few others will know what that means.
Truck, you on? What you seeing from down there on the field?
You know what I would love to know? How the heck does a kid from Indiana end up in Golden Meadow, Louisiana? I'm going to have to find out that story. Yeah.
I'm sure Mr. Mel celebrated with a donut or two.
Yeah. An Indiana-born Tarpon. We like it. We do have the scoreboard working again, by the way, so it looks like we'll be able to better keep the time here in the second half. 6 Ward's got to do an onside kick here, right, Brian?
Yes,
after the
indeed.
penalty.
6 Ward's lining up the kick.
Remember, this is going to be a 15 yards further up after the celebration penalty. You would
16 kicking.
Yes.
Blue Jays a kickoff to start the second half.
Kicking off.
Kicking off number 16, Aiden Morvant.
Could be an onside kick. The Lions will fall on it at the 35-yard line. Number 28 looks like fell on the ball.
Well, Jaron Allen's always by the ball, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Recovered a couple of fumbles. If it's on the ground, he's going to get it.
Kickoff recovered by number 28, Jaron Allen of the Lions. Lions take over first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
I would think so.
See if the Lions can add on.
Golden Meadow will be playing a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 7:58. We just underway in the second half. Lions up 22-0. Yep. Swing to the left. That's Dewey. Split back. Dewey's in motion. Ball be given up to Felleris. Inside on the left side.
Lee hands off to number 44, Gunnar Duffy.
Nice good push by the
brought down by number 10, Braden Falls.
Bring up a second.
Number 81, Hunter McCarthy.
Felleris is doing often like what we say Landon Dardar does for the Tarpon varsity or Abram Berg does for the Tarpon varsity. Getting hit near the line, but falling forward and getting that extra yardage there. Looked like he would gain a yard. He turned it into a 3-yard gain instead.
Lions come up to the line of scrimmage. That's Dewey again in the wing. Got it receive out wide to the right. Dewey in motion. Be given to Dewey. He's at the 35.
Dewey around the right side.
Trying to get to midfield. Short of midfield will be tackled, but will pick up.
That's number 20, Carter Falls on the tackle for the Blue Jays.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Approaching midfield.
Carter was good enough for a Lion first down.
We're going to have to get Billy Brunier to first down.
Yeah. Lions are getting in and out of the huddle a little slower, a little more methodical, as you would expect with the second half lead.
Receive out wide left. Split back for the Lions. Man in motion. Lee will get hit by his own man in the backfield. I think that was Felleris trying
to Johnny Lee dropped in the backfield for a loss.
In the flats and was actually hit.
Yeah.
Hit Lee in the backfield, and Lee will end up losing 3 yards on the play.
Very fortunate that didn't turn into a turnover. Good job by Johnny holding on to the football.
Yes. Yeah. Wing right. Arujo at the wing. He's in motion. Ball's going to be given to him. The backfield, he cuts upfield. Cross, almost got to midfield. Picked up the yardage.
That's number 7, Lucas.
Lions missed on first
on the
down.
carry for the Lions, brought down by number 40, Harper McGrath.
Bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Lions.
5:30 and counting. Golden Meadow's already chewed up a good piece of that third quarter. If they could get another first down here, boy, it'd be huge.
Lions in the huddle. Break the huddle. Johnny Lee brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Receiver out to the near side of the field. Split back. Man in motion. Lee gets the ball. He's going to bootleg to the right. Looking to throw the ball. Has a receiver open. Will tug the ball and run. Make a man miss at midfield. Cross the 45 to the 40. Can he break another tackle? No.
That's number 4. Again, Johnny Lee on the right side for the Lions.
Broke a tackle at the 35, but he'll be
finally taken down by number 81.
3-yard line. Nice game by Johnny Lee on a bootleg. Looked for a receiver. Didn't like the receiver. Didn't think he was open enough. Tugged the ball and ran. Picked up good yardage for the Lions.
Partner, we've said it throughout the broadcast. He's not the biggest. He's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. But if you give me 50 of him, you're going to be pretty damn good. Kid's tough as nails. Was not afraid to get up the field there. Got a big first down. Keep working that clock.
Lions playing a 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 33-yard line. Took the open kick, or took the kick of the second half in the third quarter, and driving. Dewey, the wing, split backfield. Dewey in motion. Bootleg to the left. Leach trying to break it outside. He's fumbled the ball. By Meadow. For the Blue Jays.
Murillo also recovered for the Blue Jays.
Outside, Murillo came and tackled him, grabbed the ball, pulled it right out of his hands, and fell on the football.
Little quarterback on quarterback crime there.
So the Blue Jays on the turnover will take over at their own 41-yard line with 4:08 to go in this third period.
Yeah, he's going to take that one to heart. Not a bad drive, though. Golden Meadow killed 4 minutes there. Just got to get a stop on defense.
Receive out to the left. That is Zush. Eye backfield. Lions come across on the hard count, which will give the Blue Jays 5 yards.
If I'm not mistaken, they both started the first quarter and the third quarter with an offsides before the first. There's our guy, Terrebonne. Got a little bit antsy, jumped into the backfield.
And Scotty Bora playing both ways now.
Hey, that's a big boy. Good luck moving him out of that middle. OSJ.
Zush out to the left, eye backfield. He's in motion. Hard count. Lions do not jump. Murillo rolls to his right. Scramble. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. As he was going down, just shoved the ball with his right hand. They'll mark it down.
I don't know if that ball got to the line of scrimmage, but we don't see a flag for intentional grounding.
They'll mark it as an incomplete pass. Clock is stopped with exactly 4 minutes to go in the third period. Blue Jays playing a second and about 4. On the short side of the field, got 2 receivers to the short side, 2 receivers to the wide side. Murillo in the gun. Adams in the backfield. Gets the snap, gives to Adams. Trying to get
Murillo hands off to number 4, so Marion Adams. Goes around the right side for 6 yards, picks up the first down.
The Lions
ran out of bounds.
47-yard line.
Golden Meadow has done an excellent job tonight of not letting him break the long run. He's gotten a couple of first downs here and there, but boy, he has not been able to turn that corner, and the Lions have done a great job keeping him in the phone booth.
Yeah, they do a good job of pursuing to the ball, and Adams tries to get to the outside, but their defense is just there, all pursuing to the ball. Adams picks up the first down. Blue Jays playing a 1st and 10 at the line, 47-yard line. Murillo under center, eye backfield. Zush out to the left. Murillo gets the snap, gives to Adams.
Murillo hands off to Adams up the middle. Puts it around the left side.
Breaks the tackle with the 35.
Breaks free for a 14-yard gain and another Blue Jays first down.
Nice run by Adams. Broke a couple of tackles. Trying to use
Adams ran out of bounds by Lions number 6, Ahmad Taylor.
Well, here's the concern of your Golden Meadow is that you don't have a ton of kids on your roster, so as the game goes on, you might wear down a little bit. We saw against LCO, Adams won't wear down. He was playing in the fourth quarter in a blowout, and he was still running hard. So Golden Meadow's got to find a little bit of extra fuel in the reserves here.
Blue Jays with a 1st and 10 of the line, 32-yard line. Adams limping in the backfield. That's Zush out wide right to the near side of the field. Murillo under center. Gets the snap. He will roll to his right, looking for a receiver. Finds no one. He's going to tuck and run. He's in the 30.
Murillo with the keeper around right side.
Throws him out of bounds.
Great tackle. That's a great tackle by Felleris.
At the 27-yard line, so about a 5. for Murillo on the quarterback keep, and Adams comes to the sideline, taking a breather. Blue Jays will be playing a 2nd and 5 from the Lion 27-yard line. 3:06 and counting left to go in this third period. Lions up 22-0, but the Blue Jays are driving. Zush out to the left. Murillo under center, high backfield. Gets the snap. He'll keep it up the middle. A forward push.
Murillo
Trying to
with
get
the
close
quarterback
to the
keep up the
20-yard
middle.
line. Picks up the first down to about the 22-yard line.
First down, Blue Jays.
First. So a quarterback keep right up the middle. When Adams was out the game, they said, we're just going to snap with our quarterback and get a push up the middle and picks up the first down. Adams is still on the sideline.
Clock continuing to run, though, man. We're getting late in the third quarter. Still haven't trimmed anything off the lead yet.
Blue Jays, 1st and 10 at the line, 22-yard line. Can the line defense hold again? Blue Jays, I formation. Zush out to the left. Murillo gets the ball. Snap, tries to get it to Zush on a little jet sweep. He'll be tackled in the backfield.
Murillo hands off to number 14.
For a loss.
KK Armand on the stop.
For a 3-yard loss. Brought down by number 75, Pacing
Came
Armand.
across that line of scrimmage quick. He was in the backfield. Zush had nowhere to go with the football. That'll be a loss. Blue Jays will be playing a 2nd and about 15 at the 26-yard line. Adams back in the game for the Blue Jays.
They're going to toss it to him on the left side of the field.
Rush out to the left with a wing on that side. There you go. Toss to the left to Adams. He's trying
Murillo
to go outside the 25
tosses number 4, Samarian Adams on the left side.
15, 10, 5, and he goes in the end zone for a touchdown.
Blue Jays touchdown.
Looked like the Lions had him on the outside for a second, but he just kept running on the outside, sprinted in the end zone for the Blue Jays' first touchdown of the game at 1:06 left to go in this third period. Lions still up 22-6. Blue Jays lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Been doing a lot of inside running with Adams that he's been bouncing to the outside. There they just said, kid, we'll just toss it to you. Go do what you do. This is a big play right here for Golden Meadows defense.
When receivers inside. Murillo in the gun will give it to Adams. Lions come across the line of scrimmage and say, no, sir, you're not getting the 2 points.
Murillo hands off to Adams up the middle.
Adams in the backfield for a loss.
Is unsuccessful.
So at 1:06 left to go in this third period play. It's Golden Meadows 22, 6 Ward 0. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Middle School Football with KLEB.
Lions.
With Casey Gisler bringing you some middle school football action. Golden Meadow up on the 6 Ward Blue Jays 22-6. Blue Jays just scored. They'll be kicking off. We have number 16, Aiden Morvant, kicking off for the Blue Jays. He kicks the ball. It's a little onside kick with
number 16, Aiden Morvant kicks off for the Blue Jays.
45-yard line. Just tried kind of pooching the kick. It took one bounce, and
guess who?
Lions fall on it. Oh,
Kickoff received by number 28, Jaron Allen.
Guess who? If the ball's
Lions
on the
take over
ground,
first and
Jaron
10
Allen
from
is
their own
going to
46-yard line.
the football. That's the story we've learned today.
and they'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line. Where the Lions will be playing a first and 10 with 1:02 left in this third period.
If you're Golden Meadow, you would love points here, but boy, if you could just get a good 5-6 minute drive, that would be okay too.
Lions come to the line of scrimmage. Lee will be under center, split backs. Dewey, wing to the left. He's in motion. Ball will be given to Felleries up the middle. He's across midfield, fighting hard for yardage. He'll be tackled.
44, Gunnar
Blue Jays,
Felleries
46-yard
on the carry
line.
for the
Nice
Lions.
first down
Brought
gain.
down by number 14, Sean Zush.
When you have a second half lead, the thing that you want to do is gain 8 yards on first down. That's exactly what Golden Meadow did there.
And some good blocking by the right side of that line, offensive line. Ormond, is it Terrebonne?
Yep.
They block him to the whistle. 2nd and 2, Lions. Dewey in motion, given to the big man, Felleries up the middle again on the left side, right off tackle.
44 on the carry
He'll
again
pick up
for
the
the
first
Lions.
down. He'll get down
Brought
to
down
about
by
the Blue
number
Jay
40, Harper
42-yard
McGrath.
line. They'll spot it at the 43.
That'll-
Clock is running.
Yeah,
That'll be the
that'll-
last play
Take us to the end.
of this third period. So we're going to go ahead and take the break with them. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Middle School Football on KLEB. Not bad,
Man.
Chuck. The Lions are driving. They have the ball inside Blue Jay territory.
Yeah, you're in a good spot if you're Golden Meadow right now. Just don't turn it over. Keep working that clock. If you punch one in right here, it'll be the fat lady singing.
They're playing a 1st and 10. First play coming up of the fourth quarter.
And the gun.
Lee in the gun. Receivers out wide. Twins on each side. Man in motion. A crisscross. That'll be given on the cross guys to the 40, the 30, the 20. Can he get inside the 20? Pushed out of bounds.
33.
That is
Goldie
Goldie
on the
on the
left side
carry
for the Lions.
for the Lions. On a little
Knocked out of
crisscross
bounds by number 9, Brody Cortez.
backfield.
The misdirection had the Blue Jays fooled. They all bid on the first handoff, and they were not ready for the second handoff. And a good job by Gode quickly getting outside, getting that ball up the field.
Goldie carries the ball to the 17-yard line. Clock is running. Lions come up to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right. One receiver wide left. One back. Lee gets the ball, gives it to the back. That is Goldie. He's working hard to the inside. He's pushed inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. So a nice pickup by Goldie for the Lions. And a late flag coming in after the play.
Saw a little pushing and shoving, and I'm afraid there was going to be a Lion that shoved last, and it's going to get popped for a 15-yarder here. I was looking at it the whole way. Yep.
So that'll back him up 15, which Coach Brunet cannot be happy with.
Sometimes these are offsetting. I don't think this one's going to be. I think this one's just Golden Meadow. Yep. So that'll make it, second and about 23, 22. Well, one good thing for Golden Meadow, though, is that clock's running right now, and I don't know that it should have been. It's been, look, they grinded a minute off of it already.
Second and long at the 29-yard line of the Blue Jays. Got a bunch left formation, one receiver to the right. Bad snap, or the snap wasn't handled by Lee. It looks like the Blue Jays came up with the ball, and they do. The ball just came late, hit him in the hand, popped straight up. He tried to corral the ball back. That was 24.
Looks like number 24, Big Jude on the recovery for the Blue Jays.
What did we say at halftime? The only way Golden Meadow could let them back in it was with a couple of turnovers. Well, 2 drives, 2 turnovers.
And at 15-yard, I've got them close to 15 the other way. So, Blue Jays, let's see if they can go ahead and score and make this a closer game.
Remember that last 2-point conversion stop that Golden Meadow got. That could be huge later on in this game.
Blue Jays at their own 27-yard line, playing a 1st and 10. Murillo under center, high backfield. He gets the snap. He's going to toss to Adams. Adams looks inside, plants his foot.
Murillo tosses to Adams once again around the left side.
Have a flag on the play. He got across the 30.
Ran out of bounds by number 6, Ahmad
So
Taylor. There's a flag on the play.
Holding will be called on the Blue Jays, so this run will be coming back.
Yeah, that's one that when Six Star watches it back on tape, I don't think they'll be too angry at the young man. It was a wide receiver blocking. Look, you like to see those guys try to block. Frankly, often we see them not give a great effort when trying to block. There, maybe a little overzealous, grabbed the jersey and held.
So now we'll negate the run by Adams. We'll push the ball back inside the 20, to the 19, to the 18. So 1st and long, Blue Jays will be playing. Clock is running, 6:30 to go in this contest. Golden Meadow's up 22-6.
For Six Dwarf, it's going to take a big play. They're going to have to get a really big play.
They're going to spot the ball back at the 18-yard line. Clock is still running. Blue Jays out the huddle. High backfield receiver to the short side of the field. Murillo under center. Gets a snap. He's going to bootleg to his right, looking to pass the ball. He has a receiver wide open. Ball's caught by the 35, crosses the 40.
Look for a 25-yard pickup for the Blue Jays' 1st down. One call brought down by number 7.
Kyle again on the reception for the Blue Jays. Nice route and a good pass by Murillo, getting the ball to his receiver. They'll play a 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
That's our guy, Arujo.
Murillo in the gun. Gets the snap, low snap, picks it up, gives it to Adams. Adams at the 40, he's at the 45.
Adams around the right side.
Makes a guy miss, crosses into
About
line territory.
Pickup, but
But a flag on the play could bring this back once again. So a block in the back on the Blue Jays will push the Blue Jays back. Negates about an 11-yard run by Adams. So that'll push the Blue Jays back. They'll be playing a 1st and long once again. About a 1st and 16 with 5:22 left to go in this contest.
They've been their own worst enemy tonight, man. And every one of those penalties moves the ball back and keeps that clock grinding.
Clock is starting. Zush to the left side, split out wide. Murillo in the gun. Adams, the back. Twins to the short side of the field. Ball is snapped. Murillo looking for someone to pass the ball through his no one. He scrambles. He's at the crosses the 40, gets back to the original line of scrimmage where he's corralled by a bunch of Lions to bring up 2nd and 10.
That's Meadow on the keeper.
For the Blue Jays.
Up the middle for a few yards and brought down by number 54, Wyatt Gaspard.
Wyatt Gaspard on the hit.
Wyatt's a solid football player up there for the Lions.
If you're Golden Meadow, you're happy to give up just 4 or 5 yards, keep the guy in bounds.
Murillo gets a snap, gives to Adams up the middle. He crosses midfield, looking for running room. He'll get down to the Lions 45-yard line.
Blue Jays around the right side.
Picks up the first down. Gain of about 15 or so. Which will give the Blue Jays the first down at the Lions 45-yard line.
Brian
is becoming an issue.
You know what Six Star would love to have right now? 2 more minutes.
Yep. Murillo gets the ball inside, handoff to Adams. Nowhere else to go. Lions come across hard to the line of scrimmage.
Murillo
Adams for a loss of about 7 on the play. Great job by the Lion defense up front, getting penetration and stopping Adams before he can try and get to the outside.
Like
Blue Jays will call a timeout right here with 4:01 left. We'll keep it here. Big drive here for the Lions on defense. If they can keep the Blue Jays out of the end zone, they'll go ahead and pick up their first victory of the season.
KKR Mom was the guy who got Adams on the ground on that play, but boy, everybody had penetration.
4 minutes left to play in the contest.
Yeah, I think you're right, Truck. He looks to be walking with a little limp coming off the sideline. So he may be out for this play. Yes, he'll be out. He's coming to the sideline. So Blue Jays will be playing 2nd and long. See if the line defense will come with a lot of pressure.
Well, usually when Adams is not in the game, that's when Murillo's looking to make a play. So figure all eyes and ears will be on him.
18 roulette's also a good play for the Blue Jays. Murillo will be bringing his team to the line of scrimmage. It's Zush out wide left. I backfield. Murillo under center.
That's number 1, Carter Hebert.
Try and roll to his right, and heavy pressure, breaks one tackle, tries to throw the ball downfield. Too much incomplete, too much pressure from the Lions up front. Big number 78, 75.
Real good penetration that time from KK Armand.
Armand. Adams checking back in with 3:55 to go in the contest. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. Boy, in case it's tough to read here, especially in the dark.
Yeah, we don't have a light switch here. At home, we do.
Blue Jays getting set in their formation, not sure.
They better hurry up. They're inside of 10 seconds, and they're not even close. Oh, that's
ball
movement.
Is snapped. We'll have illegal motion to snap to Adams in a Wildcat formation, but that play will be coming back.
Blue Jays in a Wildcat formation. Direct snap.
Somebody hurt us.
To number 4, to Meadow now.
Our boy Dylan hooked us up with light. That's Adams.
Got an illegal shift on the Blue Jays.
Is down on the field.
Penalty is declined.
Looks like he's holding his hand. Maybe might be some type of hand injury.
Well, you sure hope he didn't get stepped on or anything like that. That would be real bad. Golden Meadow, by the way, did decline the penalty. I think that would make it 4th down.
Yes, it'll bring up 4th down for the Blue Jays.
This injury timeout is brought to you by Thibodeau Regional.
Yeah, Adams back on his feet. He's shaking his left hand. Yeah, kind of a wrist injury, it looks like, on that left hand. I don't think there was any timeout on the play. So we should be playing football again fairly quickly.
And then when we do it, the clock should roll. It's going to be 3:46 and counting. It's good.
I noticed that at kickoff they had a good crowd here.
Something tells me the same will be able to be said on Thursday.
Yes, Thursday's going to be a big crowd.
Thursday we got two behemoths going toe to toe.
6 p.m. A game you can hear right here on KLAB. 102.7 FM,
I'd like to take this
1600
time
AM.
and acknowledge the Board of Meadow cheerleaders along with the 6 Ward cheerleaders.
down coming
Because
up
all
for
our
the Blue
student
Jays.
athletes who have been working hard throughout the year.
I backfield. Thus will be wide right in the formation. Murillo under center. Looks like the lines are coming. Zush in motion. Murillo tries to roll to the right, steps up, throws the ball. He's got a guy open. Ball is almost intercepted by Taylor.
Murillo's pass for one foul falls incomplete.
Good coverage by Taylor for the Lions, which will give his team the football with 3:25 left to go
There'll be a
in the
turnover
game.
on down
With his team up
as the Lions
22
take
to
over
6.
1st and 10.
Good play.
Murillo did a nice job stepping up in the pocket, avoiding the rush. Still threw the ball under heavy pressure, but had a presence of mind to stop and throw the football. Had a decent pass. Just Taylor was right there in position to knock it down.
Of course.
That's what someone needs to go down on that field and make sure they get the football. Oh, I agree. That's why I'm telling you. Go get that football. And someone can present him that later. It will mean a lot to him. Lions have the ball. Man in motion. Given to the big man, Felleries on the left side. He's pushing his way down.
Number
Picks up the
44,
first
Donna
down.
Felleries up the middle for the Lions.
Across midfield into Blue Jay territory. Gets the ball. The Blue Jay
Stop
41
by
yard
number
line.
8, Brennan Arsenal.
3:13 left to go in this contest. Golden medal. Looks like they're going to be picking up their first win of the season.
Yep, won't take very many more snaps now. You got the clock in your favor, scoreboard in your favor.
Thank our sponsors, Bless Your Heart Foundation, Raleigh John Blue Boot Foundation, Industrial Power Systems, and Danos. Thanks for sponsoring tonight's contest. Lee gives the ball to Felleris again on the left side. Barreling hard downfield. Picks up
44
about
follows
6
his way up the
yards on
middle,
the
brought
play.
down by
Gives him
number
7.
12, Bryce Roulette of the Blue Jays.
Left side of the line, offensive line, getting a big push. And we'll see an entire, looks like second unit for the Lions coming into the game.
That's a classy move by Coach Brune. Let your second string get in there, get a couple of reps.
2nd and 3, actually, for the Lions. Pick up a 7 on the play by Felleries. New quarterback.
Oh, it's our guy, Mario Circo. We remember him from the LCO game.
Circo
Look,
pushing his arm into the line of scrimmage.
say if he bootlegs, he's got some speed now.
Receive out to the right, man in motion. Snap is bobbled by Circo. I think he fell on the ball, picked it up. Be no gain on the play, which will bring up a 3rd and 3
Looks like
for
number
the
8,
Lions.
Mario Circle, on the carry for the
1:40
Lions.
to go in the contest. Lions up comfortably, 22 to 6.
Second down by number 40.
No timeouts being called by
Couple of
6
grabs.
Ward. They seem content.
Circo in the huddle, giving his guys the play. Brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Got a man out wide right. Split backs, man in motion. Circle will keep it on a bootleg. He will go nowhere else. He will lose about 6 yards on the play. Tried the bootleg on the outside, but the Blue Jay defense was right there on the spot for the tackle.
Given that you'll be able to grind this down to about 15 seconds before you have to snap it, I don't think we'll see Derek punt. I think they'll just run a play here on 4th down.
Chevy Hernandez was wide right for the Lions on that last play.
Golden Meadow's going to get to 500, 1-1 in the parish slate.
And he might just take a delay of game here. Referee puts his hand up. There's 10 seconds with 18 seconds and counting left to go in this game. Dewey in motion. Quarterback circle will keep it on his right side. He gets to the 40, 35. He's going to be tackled right inside the 30-yard line, about 29.
Yeah, it's coming back. They had 2 men in motion at the snap, but that will take us to the end of the game.
Yeah, flag on the play, which the Blue Jays will decline, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Your final score: Golden Meadow 22, 6 Ward 6.
That's your ball game.
We're going to try and have a coach's interview with Derek Brune. We'll go down to.
We'd like to welcome everybody back tomorrow night as the Thibodeau High JV takes on the East St. John Wildcats. Go Tigers.
Boy. All right, nice job by Coach Derek Brune getting his first victory of his career and the Golden Meadow Lions' first victory of the season. So congrats to Coach Brune on the victory and the Golden Meadow Lions on a well-played game this evening.
Got our power player of the game, Brian?
Yeah, our power player of the game goes to Ahmad Taylor from the Golden Meadow Middle School Lions. Had a great game, a big run right before half.
Y'all gonna shut everything down up here? Y'all gonna shut everything down? Did y'all turn the lights on?
Yeah.
Or they just came on?
Somebody down there turned them on.
So I'll close it out. I'm just making sure y'all got it.
Very good.
All right.
Got both coaches, got our power player of the game. Brian, you ready to put a bow on this one?
Yeah, look, I think Golden Meadow did what they had to do. They controlled the line of scrimmage. Look, I think a great job by Coach Brunet. Ended the first half, not taking a knee, just running, not really uh, dangerous plays, but it wasn't conservative plays right up the middle. Trying getting the ball to his athletes out in space, and it paid off for them. They picked up extra points going into halftime, and Six Ward just couldn't recover from that. Samayan Adams is one heck of a player for Six Ward. He's going to be someone to watch out for on Friday nights in the next few years.
No doubt.
So, any parting comments, Casey?
Golden Meadow did what they had to do. Came on the road, got a win, got to 500. Big win for them. See if they can build some momentum.
All right. We'll put a bow in it right here. We'll tie it up for Casey Gisclair. This is Brian Colley. One more time, your final score. Golden Meadow 22, Six Ward 6. Join us on Thursday night right here on KLAB for middle school football action. We're going to have the LCO Bulldogs and the West Thibodeau Middle School.
Warriors.
The Warriors. That'll do it for us. We'll see you guys. Y'all take care. God bless.
And for our Bayou Sports audience, we're going to wrap up here with our DTB clothing player of the game, which is Ahmad Taylor. Taylor was all over the field. He was incredible tonight. Did a wonderful job. And our Edison Schwest Offshore Billy Joe Brunet Baytie of the game, Gunnar Felleries, an 8th grader for Golden Meadow Middle School, did a wonderful job tonight. He is our Baytie of the game. Golden Meadow gets a 22-6 win. Good night, everybody.